You have heard people talk about someone who carries bags. Today I'm going to tell you about someone who chooses to carry a treasure chest. Yes, a treasure chest. The only difference between bags and a treasure chest are in the content. Ladies and gentlemen, the content is determined by attitude. An attitude that also has a philosophy. I grew up to really believe that in my life, there are no barriers. There are only solutions. I repeat, in my life, there are no barriers, only solutions. And because of this attitude, I have 3 advantages. You're going to wonder, why are there 3 advantages? Be patient. Advantage number 1. I was born in apartheid South Africa, in a country which said that you cannot succeed, a country which limited the belief of people to expand and excel. Advantage number 2. I was born in a working class family. My mother was a school teacher. My father was a factory laborer. My parents did not earn much money, but my parents gave me some very powerful tools. Advantage number 3. You see, I can walk today, but I do not take this for granted because I could not always walk. As a child, I spent a vast portion of my life in a hospital bed. I was only born with 1 hip socket. I spent the first portion of my life in a plaster cast, from my ankle to my chest. If I wanted to see a different view, I required the help of a nurse or a doctor to turn me around. You wonder, why do I call prejudice, financial hardship, a physical disability? Why do I call these 3 things advantages? Well, let me share with you. When you can take some very horrible things in your life and put them behind you and say that they will never hinder me, but they will make me strong. When you have that attitude that in my life there are no barriers, there are only solutions, that is when things become advantages. And with these advantages, with that philosophy, no barriers, only solutions, I ask you, when you woke up this morning, did you wake up smiling? Did you wake up smiling? Yes, because people who wake up smiling are people with goals, with ambitions, with dreams. You are all here because you have goals and you have vision and you will innovate. We are looking for a better tomorrow. We will change the world one day at a time and every day. But we only do it because of attitude. Whilst I laid in the hospital bed, my father told me stories about his time at sea. Doctors happened to bring in some magazines about the sea and sailboats. I escaped out of this horrible world of a physical disability through books. And in my treasure chest, I carried one of the most important books, which was eventually to change my life. Joshua Slocum, Sailing Alone Around the World. At age 11, I read this book, and I knew that I wanted to be a sailor. I read about this amazing place called Cape Horn, at the bottom of the world, the bottom of South America. I read about these notorious Southern Ocean storms, the great adventures of man and the sea. And I remember going to my dad and saying, "Please, Dad, can we have a boat?" But my father was not earning much money. My father could not give me a boat. My mother said, "Son, stay reading, stay dreaming." Well, Dad, if we can't have a boat, will you take me to the local yacht club? Now, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, about the local yacht club. Rich, elitist, and all white. A working class boy in apartheid South Africa had no place in that yacht club. But my father had the courage to take me to that yacht club.